All right. See, that was easy. And silence iTunes. All right. I think we're good to go.
Hey, Steph.
Hey. All
One
right.
Steph 52. I don't think I know your username. Are you under a different username?
No, she's one step in the tadpole.
Oh,
She
sorry, One Steph.
she's new. She's
Oh,
cool.
hi.
She's from Arizona.
Welcome to
And
Frogpants.
it's
You know so much about. That's because you get to be
yeah, I
home
work at home on
and you
Tuesdays and
get to
Thursdays.
listen to
And
the tadpole.
she was one of the
With the
people that
tadpole,
coached
like I
me
don't.
through the neti pot because she does it
Ah,
regularly.
One Steph, thank you so much because he was tripping out and he felt so much better after he
But
used it.
we'll talk about it a little bit more on the show.
Oh, are we
All
going to talk
right.
about that too? Okay.
Yeah, I mean we can, you
Okay.
know,
All right. I'm ready to get
because
started.
we go over who all's in the chat room today. So,
Okay.
all right.
Coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky.
It's the ValentineCast with your festive couple, Jay and Renee Valentine.
Today is December 10th, 2012.
And this is episode 86. In the mix. So what is going on, everybody? Happy Monday. This is another episode of the Valentine Cast.
I'm happy to be here.
Yep, I am
I made it
too.
another week. I'm not dead.
Yep, we're not dead.
So, yay.
When's the end of the world coming?
I don't know.
Because you know Obama.
Apparently every day to somebody different.
Well,
you know, 'cause
no,
they
no, the
predict it.
Mayan thing. When's it coming?
It's the end of this year. It's supposed to end. This
Yeah,
year.
you know, Obama's back in office. They put Satan back in office.
Yeah, that's the sign of
And
the devil. They're gonna start
and
stamping it on our foreheads.
and it's the end of the year, so everybody send me your money because you know that's one of the things you want to do before
Right. I
we
mean, if
before
you're
we roll
dead,
out.
why you need your money?
Because you know on your bucket list is to give Jay and Renee all your money. all your money.
that should be on everybody's bucket list. I'll take your money.
So I got some good news for everybody. Um, Mostly my cough cold thing is gone. I say 99%. Depends how hard Renee can make me laugh today.
Well, I probably won't make you laugh that hard. I'm not that funny. But nobody is happier that your sickness is gone than me. Because
Yep.
I am the one that has to live with it for
Yeah,
most of the day.
I'll admit, with me being on call last week, and then getting on the tail end of my sickness, I was pretty grumpy, and I usually handle it pretty good, I handle it well, cause Superman does good, you
That's
know.
right.
Oh, Renee,
Sorry.
dog it.
Sorry.
Why
Sorry,
are you chatting
I
me?
thought you had muted it. That's all.
Now I gotta get out of G talk.
I'm so sorry. I was sending you an important message without having to interrupt you, but you didn't have it muted like you were supposed to,
Yeah.
and it went off.
Hey, Strumpet. Okay, so the reason Renee
Strumpet.
IM'd me is that we have in the chat room today we have Mr. Paul Fox from the East Coast West Coast um, film podcast. Hello. And we have Mr. Demedaris, a good friend of mine that I used to work with the state of Nebraska. What is going on, Greg? You know, there's a story with Greg and I. You know,
Is it a sexy story?
it kind of is. You know, there was something where he had. I'm trying to remember, but pretty much I used to wear shorts under my.
This is a sexy story.
Yeah.
Continue.
I think he spilled something on his pants or something like that.
This sounds like the Modern Family episode.
And
the
I
other day.
told him that he can have my pants because I wore shorts up under my pants. So I wore camouflage shorts. And oh yeah, it was a 20-ounce mocha that he had spilled on himself. And I proceeded in the office, in the cubicle farm, to take my pants on. And I had on
Did anybody start taking out dollars and stuff?
I had on camouflage shorts because those were some of my favorite shorts I like to wear. Because for some reason I wore shorts, underwear, and pants.
You like to be layered.
I was layered.
You
Well,
never know what's going to happen.
One
you
we're
could
in
be taken,
Nebraska, you know.
You could be taken out on a surprise plane trip to Florida, and you might need shorts.
Right. So I'm proceeding to take my pants off and give them to him. I mean, this is
in front of the whole office.
Yeah. Well, at least on our row. You know what I'm saying? So it was me. It was myself, Greg. So that was, and then beside Greg, I think was Dick, which his name was. Yeah, he wanted to be called Dick. His name was Richard, right?
I can't
and
call
Deanna.
anybody Dick with the straight face.
He wanted to be called Dick,
but
right?
I can't.
I know, and
I just can't.
But here's my thing: I knew he wanted to be called Dick, but I would call him Richard just to piss him off, you know. And then I had a friend that was named Rick, and I would call him Dick just to piss him off.
You try to piss everybody off. Do you see what I've married? A person that likes to piss everybody off.
And we also have Hando again here. What's going on?
Hi,
we have
Hando.
One Steph,
Hi,
52.
Steph.
She is awesome. She coached me through some of my sickness when I came home that Wednesday with a neti pot. And she told me, you know, she helped me out along with Ginger via IM and chat, you know, telling me what I need to do, what should I expect, and not to be scared and everything else.
Scared like a little kid.
And it was funny when I first met One Steph. I thought Steph was short for Steven, right?
Short for Stephanie.
Right. So I thought it was Steven.
Why'd you think it was Steven?
I don't know. And we were in the tadpole.
Because it's Steve for Steven.
And so I was kind of handling her just like one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's sexist. You should handle everybody the same.
No, because I give guys worse shit than I give ladies.
But the thing is, how could you? It's Stephanie.
Because I'm a guy. For some reason, I default. Like, okay, so I listened to Liam O'Brien's podcast.
Right.
And the guy that he does the podcast with, he says whenever he does voiceover work, and if it's a guy, if they don't tell him that he's not gay, his guy is going to be gay.
Right.
Don't know why. That's just how.
So that's what he does.
That's what he does.
Voice acting.
Right. So he does the voice acting as a gay guy.
They're like, Liam, we're gonna need you to
not
do that
Liam.
over.
It was the guy that he does the podcast with.
That's
so
funny.
for me, with the way I act online is I automatically think everyone's a guy.
That's so sexist.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty.
Attention,
majority of the time, I am correct. So.
Apparently, you're a gay guy, Steph.
So I found out that she's a girl, and I was like glad. Because I was like, hey, I don't have to give you as much shit as I give Malinor, Hyro Pride, and some of the other guys that I give shit.
Apparently,
in
it's a effort to give people shit.
It is.
Saying,
I mean, because one we have Hyro Pride. He's the drunk Texan, you know, that's always that's always drunk. And we have Malinor, who's the cranky Canadian that's selfish, that doesn't want to share his poutine with anyone. You know, so typical, you know, maple syrup bears and stuff like that. So
igloos and
everything else, and races.
Right.
Because, and then also we have Strumpet in the chat room today.
I need some. I think I need to lay down on my fainting couch because
Strumpet's
here.
We have Strumpet 101. Our dear friends. I mean,
I love Strumpet. She's
in the chat room today. I am pleasantly surprised, and I am overly pleased to have everyone.
You all tell me really like Strumpet?
Well, I like everybody in the chat room.
Yes, I know, but you're very exuberant about Strumpet.
And you know, I mean, we have stretched the time zone of no end today. You know, we're all far east to Colorado, Arizona, and
awesome
beyond,
people.
and we're all the way out to Oregon too. So, I'm really excited about that, and you guys are awesome, and we love you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into our weekend wrap
Oh
up.
my God. You might as well just make a freaking
Well,
bumper at
when was the
this
last time I
point.
did that though? I haven't.
It
It's been
doesn't matter. The total time you've done it is enough.
right.
It's just enough.
I could just go out and just export it out. So
Our weekend.
we were, we've talked about the tree, the Christmas tree,
So
and everything.
so just to give you all a little background, our Christmas tree, we bought it 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was
2 years ago, and when we
yeah,
were in our apartment, and we were poor,
right.
and we and but
I'm still
but we wanted
poor.
to, yeah, we're still poor, but we weren't as poor.
Right.
So we actually wanted a tree that wasn't, a foot high. So we went and got a what was it,
It was a
$35
$35
tree
Christmas
from
tree from
Walmart.
Walmart.
And if you know the prices of trees, you can imagine how this
It
looks.
was a pre-lit one too. So take the fact that it's $35 and it's also it's also
Pre-lit.
pre-lit.
So you can
So they
imagine
had
what
to
kind of
take
quality.
they had to take some cuts somewhere else.
So you can see through the branches pretty
Right.
much.
Right.
But it worked for our apartment. We put it up in our house. It didn't look so good. I was like, can we move the branches somehow? And it just wasn't working.
We're
It was
fanning the branches. We're
ugh.
trying to manipulate them to fill in the gaps.
It was only like what, 6 feet
It was
tall.
6.5 feet tall,
Oh,
which was plenty
which,
high.
yeah, it's
And it
pretty
wasn't
high.
about height. I mean,
It was
but in
its
that
fullness.
6.5 feet, it had one, two. So like
You can see the tears.
the bottom
individual
two
tears.
sections, the bottom two sections had probably about 8 rows of branches,
And you could see through them. You could
right,
count the rows.
and it had no girth.
No girth. It's a Charlie Brown tree grown up.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
what it is.
It was like the ugly duckling is now almost a swan.
But it's still ugly. So we decided it's time for a new tree.
Right.
So we ponied up the cash for something that's gonna last years.
Yeah,
It's
so
gonna
we
last
went.
years.
So yesterday we went to Costco and we picked up one of those 7.5 foot
We didn't intend to pick it up. 'Cause I was
Well,
still
it
being
was
cheap.
not a plan. We walked into Costco with no cart. We went in to get burritos,
And milk.
lettuce,
And milk.
and milk.
And that's it.
And we come out with a Christmas tree, 2 boxes of burritos, lettuce.
We buy anything else?
I got stocking stuffers for
Yeah.
Danielle, Kim.
Costco's evil.
I know.
Every time, I do this every time I step into Costco.
And here's the thing. So I don't have the executive membership to Costco. And they try to get you to buy this executive membership because you get apparently some money back. And every time I go in, that one lady, her name is Brenda. I know her
funny you
name,
know
and
her
she
name.
knows my name because she's like, "Hey, Mr. Valentine," and she said, "You already missed out on $67, right?" I'm like, "Woman," because she's like, "Can I see your card so she can scan my card and tell me how much money I done lost?"
That's funny.
And I'm like,
Is it ever gonna work? Are you getting swayed?
No, I'm not getting swayed. I don't know. I don't understand the benefit of even though I get money back.
But there's a chance you might not spend.
Right.
It's a gamble. It's like gambling. I mean, we don't love gambling.
Yeah,
So,
it's like I'd rather miss out on getting my $67 back and not spend 110. You know.
agreed. So this tree that we got from Costco, it is 7.5 feet tall for one.
Right.
It's awesome. So we got it home and we took it out, and it's so big that the middle section, Jay thought that was the bottom.
Yeah, that's what tripped me out.
That's how big it is.
So I put the middle section in, and it's like wobbly on the stand. I'm like, man, this doesn't fit right. Something's not right. And then you pull the other part
I
out,
was like, babe, that's not right. It has a little red thing on the bottom, and that one doesn't.
and you know how I am about reading
I
instructions.
know, you don't read
right?
instructions. He just starts building.
Yeah,
It drives me insane. Read the directions, and then you don't have this problem.
right.
So we got everything put together. It
Right.
looked good. It's
Yeah.
tall.
Yeah,
It's very, very, very wide.
right,
It's wider than we thought it was going to be, but it's not too wide. It's just really wide.
right.
And it's really pretty, and it's all filled in. You can barely see the little trunk. It looks almost real.
Mhm.
I have my first grown-up tree, adult tree.
Yeah, so it's like, this reminds me of the tree of when I was a kid, except the tree we had was a Blue Mountain pine.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it was full like this, and we actually had a string lights on it and everything else. And this was the first time that we actually wrapped a tree as well
Yeah,
with ribbon.
we took, because this is something neither of us did when we were kids.
Right.
For decorations for the tree, we used to have tinsel until my mom got tired of cleaning it up 2 weeks after, so that ended when the twins were babies. And then we just hung up ornaments
Right.
and lights, and
Right.
that's all we had on the tree. And so I would see these fancy trees, and they would have ribbon around it. I was like, I thought only fancy people put ribbon around their trees.
Yeah.
So we got ribbon and we wrapped it up. It looks all fancy, and I'm gonna actually put a picture of it in the show notes.
Yeah.
So you can see.
And just let you know your head's cut off in your video
Oh,
a little bit if you want to adjust. But so yeah, I mean that was our tree experience. So we have a tree that's going to last forever.
yeah. I'm not buying another tree unless this one breaks. I'm just not.
Well,
doing
we're going
it.
to have this one for 3 years because it's got the warranty on it.
At least 3. Maybe we can break it right before the warranty, and we can get another one.
All right, and then so next, this thing is that I am on a vendetta. Is that a right term?
Vendetta is like, yeah, it's kind of like
I'm
revenge.
on,
is
no, okay, no,
vendetta.
no, vendetta. There, I am on a crusade
There you go.
for Mr. Crocker's health.
My father, for those of y'all who don't know who Mr. Crocker is.
Since everyone else decides to enable Mr. Crocker.
Well, I feel, all right, so my father contracted diabetes about maybe eight
a while
8
ago.
to 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah, it was a while ago. So,
And sorry, Mr. Crocker,
yeah.
we're putting you out like that.
People are not going to know who he is.
Okay.
So he doesn't care. And he had to stop eating a lot of things. He
Right.
used to drink Pepsi every day.
Right,
He couldn't
right.
do that anymore. He
Yep.
loves bread. He couldn't eat it as much.
Right.
So we feel bad.
We
feel-
being everybody
okay,
in that family.
except my mom.
No, your mom used to feel bad.
My mom used to feel bad, but she didn't feel bad anymore.
And so Mrs. Crocker has put her foot down over the past few years that I've known her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a little bit after I got here, and she said, "No more. You know, I'm not
Frying anything?
I'm not frying anything. I'm not making this. I'm not making that
Yep. It
for
was-
you and everything."
She's
But
like, if you would like it, you gotta cook it. Is what she
right,
said.
right. So what's happening now is that Miss Crocker makes these awesome rolls.
Oh, these rolls. I can't even begin to tell you how awesome these homemade rolls are.
Right.
They are stuff of legend.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, she puts sugar in them. They're good. They're good
good.
rolls.
With some butter. Oh,
You
with
know,
some ham.
but
oh.
the thing is that this year she said, "I am not making the rolls," and I'm like, "Yes."
Everybody said,
No, everybody said, and I said yes because Mr. Crocker is not going to have his rolls because he's not going to get sick anymore.
yeah, and my dad loves his rolls so much. What mom would do, she would make a batch of rolls, and all the leftover dough, she would make one big roll, and that would be his roll.
Right.
And so that was every year. So
Right.
Dad was like, "You're making rolls?" She said, "No, I'm not making rolls."
And then Renee's sister, Deidre, stands up and said, "I'll make the rolls." I was like, "What is going on here?" And I was like, "All right, that's it. Renee, you're not making the cookies. The snickerdoodle
I was
cookies."
like,
Renee was like, "That's right. I'm not gonna make the cookies." And then her dad turned on the Sammy thing,
A little
the
sad
Sammy
face.
puppy dog. I'm
like,
bad, but
I
I'm
only
so
have
cute.
that once a year.
I only have that once a year.
So I make the cookies with Splenda, but they still aren't good for him because I make a batch. He
Right.
eats the whole freaking batch in
Right.
like 2 days, so it's not good for him. So I said I'll make 8 cookies.
Well, no, Mr. Crocker
Okay.
was like, if you don't make, I know he was kind of like, if you don't make these cookies, you're not coming over for Christmas. Because
That's
I was
probably what he
waiting for
would've
that.
said.
I was waiting for
He
that.
keeps asking me when I'm gonna make them.
When you gonna make these cookies,
He
Renee?
like wanted a set date. Is it gonna be before Christmas? What is the day you gonna do it? I'm like, Dad, I will make the freaking cookies. So I might make a small batch, 8 cookies, and he is not happy about 8 cookies.
You are making a small batch.
Small batch.
There's no mic.
Okay, I'm making the small batch,
Because-
8 cookies, and he was like, 8 cookies? That ain't enough. I was like,
That's not
well,
gonna last me one day.
I was like, well, make it stretch.
you know.
So, and next year, I might not make the cookies. Sorry, Dad, if you're hearing this, but I really want you to be healthy. And they're really not good for you.
Right. So
So yeah, so
we're doing.
so I'm not gonna be the enabler anymore.
So yeah. So we're stopping the enabling in the house.
But I'm still baking a tons. My snickerdoodles are the best snickerdoodles in the whole freaking world. I don't care what anybody else says. My snickerdoodles are amazing.
And so along with these talk of food, so Mrs. Crocker, she doesn't. She's been handing off a lot of the duties. I said duty.
Duty.
Of the Christmas, of meals in general. So we were going through what everyone can make. So everybody's picking items, and then the ham comes up. And I said, you know what? I'd like to make the ham. You all should have seen everybody's face that was in, no, everyone except for Miss Crocker and D. Everyone else looked at me like I was crazy and was like, oh, you're not making that ham because you're going to mess it up. Because
my mom makes awesome ham. Like, my mom is such a good cook. I know everybody says that about their mom, but my mom is amazing.
And I'm going to use her recipe. So it comes down to I can't make the ham, right?
No, okay, what? No one said you can't make the ham.
Everybody said everything but that.
Okay,
because
but we didn't say
I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go into the yams in a minute, and this is how it happened.
All right.
And then, but what happened after that was that a few days later, Deidre said she was gonna make it, and everybody was cool. That's sexist for one. That's sexist. You hear that, chat room? You hear that, listeners? That's sexist. When they called me sexist earlier,
it's not sexist.
It's sexist because then Demetrius said, "I'll make the yams." Renee begins to cross-examine Demetrius about, you better follow the recipe mom has and what you're going to put in them and everything. And then she looks at Danielle, which is her sister, Demetrius' wife, and says, you're going to watch him right. You make sure he does what mom does. And because why? Because y'all sexist.
Okay,
y'all grew up with
these awesome yams every year. And the first time D makes them, if they're gross, he'll never touch yams again.
Well, here's the thing. Kim made the green beans one time, and she messed up. Somebody else made something the first time they messed up, but y'all were forgiving of the sisters.
Kim makes amazing dressing.
But when it comes to the men...
You haven't even made anything wrong yet.
But
we could probably forgive you all.
I know I haven't. I haven't made anything wrong because I'm freaking amazing. And that's why I don't understand why you tripped out on me about this ham.
I didn't trip out.
Renee, you gave me that look too.
No. The look I gave you was, oh, I'm surprised that he volunteered for the ham, and that's all my look was.
Oh, whatever. There was no surprise. It wasn't,
hey, you can't do this.
No.
It wasn't that.
This is the... It wasn't the same surprise you had when I asked you to marry me. It was.
Oh my God.
This surprise was like, oh hell, you making the ham?
No.
You better not beat that shit up.
No, that's not what I was saying. I was just surprised. And plus, I love ham, so yes, of course, I don't want you to mess it up. But I have faith.
So now
you could have done it, but now you aren't doing the ham.
I'm not doing the ham.
I'm not doing it.
I'm making the mac and cheese, and I'm gonna call my.
Which is still an undertaking.
I know, and I'm gonna make my grandma's. I'm gonna call my grandma, and I'm gonna get her Mexican cornbread recipe, and I'm gonna make the Mexican cornbread recipe. But you know what? I hope y'all enjoy y'all damn ham, and I hope it's good.
And if it's not good, you say, "See, I should have made the ham."
I might sneak in early and put something on it. Put some. I don't know what I put on it.
Put pepper all over it.
Yeah, I can empty all the pepper on it or something. And speaking of holidays, there's a lot of holiday cheer.
Yeah, there's holiday cheer around.
Yeah. And you just want to wish everybody a happy holiday and everything.
Happy holiday, everybody.
And don't let the monetizing. Is that the right word? I want to check with Renee. Renee's my dictionary. You're my
monetizing of the holiday.
You're my red squiggly line or my blue squiggly line when I'm talking.
I'm your red squiggly line.
You're my real-time grammar
sounds like a freaking card.
Grammar and spelling check.
You are the red squiggly line to my Word document.
Right. So don't let that get to you. Push past that. I mean, I'm gonna challenge you one. Push past that, even though it can potentially make you grumpy. If it makes you grumpy, push past it and celebrate family, celebrate friends.
It's not about money. Like, I could not get any gifts at all, and I would not care. Seriously.
Just enjoy. Just enjoy. Enjoy. I mean, and don't just do it this year. Do it all year long. I'm just thankful for all my friends. I'm thankful for all my family. I'm just thankful for all you all listening to the sounds of our voice and everything else. So, we also sent out our Christmas cards.
We did something awesome.
Yeah, so...
On time?
Yeah, we did.
No rushing?
Well, it wasn't really on time.
It is on time.
I thought, what's the day you're supposed to send out Christmas cards?
It'll get there this week. Christmas
I know,
isn't for
but there's the last day.
Oh, is there really a
Yeah.
socially acceptable day you're supposed to send? Greg says December 24th.
Hey,
is
that'll
there
work
a
too.
socially acceptable day
Right.
to send cards out? I don't even know
I
what that
think
is.
so.
Well, in that case, we have a lot of friends who aren't in the know on socially acceptable.
And so, I think that
I don't think so. I think you're making this up.
I may be, but I
You're
could have
making this up to
sworn.
make our friends feel bad.
I could have
that they haven't
sworn.
sent us
Oh, here it is. Oh, it's the UK.
Oh, the British people.
So the British have one for standard mail. They have recommendations. So it's the 13th.
It's to get there on time, not
Right.
that you should send it by.
So standard mail, you would do it by the 13th. Second class is the 18th, and then first class is the 20th. So I mean, our mail person is running late. I mean, we get home before our mail shows up, which I find really odd.
It doesn't usually happen like that, but since the holidays have started,
Yeah.
the mail comes at like 5.
Right.
It's
right.
crazy.
So I'm excited. I was excited to see the people that we send out Christmas cards to and stuff. Hey, if you send us a Christmas card, you might get on our list. Well, there's no special list. We just have people that we have addresses for that we send those out to. So. I'm not going to jump into tech, but I did have a little scare right before the show. I think it was last show or it was sometime last week. I think I may have bumped my mixer and my AC connector in the back is shattered, and it's still working because you listen to the sound of our voice. But I'm starting to get paranoid, and I may have to buy a new mixer. But yeah, so I thought we were going to have a show. I thought I was going to have to run to Radio Shack or somewhere and buy a mixer pretty doggone quickly. So anyway, with that, let's jump into a bit of media.
Media.
Was that low?
No.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay. All right. So I'm
about to shock the crap.
Well, and here's the thing about shocking the crowd. Jeff is not even here.
It doesn't matter. Jeff's going to listen. So
Bronco
Jeff,
isn't even here.
Jeff, listen to me. I am about to blow your mind.
What's that?
Kaboom.
Like boom.
Okay. The choice of movie that we picked last week, guess what? I've already watched it. Boom. And I didn't know it. The movie was Then She Found Me.
Yep.
Already saw it. Boom.
So,
and
but
then
not only that, we watched Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, it was so sad. But we'll talk about that in a minute. And we watched Mansome, which is about
male grooming. Manscaping.
That is a documentary. So, do you want to talk about Mansome first? Or do you want to talk about Brokeback Mountain first?
We can talk about either one.
Let's talk about Brokeback Mountain, so we don't end on a sad note.
All right, so we're going to talk about Brokeback Mountain.
And Jay doesn't...
Oh, and we also watched Lord Save Us From Your Followers.
I told you there was another one.
Yeah, we watched Lord Save Us From Your Followers.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, anyway, so Brokeback Mountain was really sad. But Jay didn't find it as good of a movie as I found it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie. I mean, it was a love story.
Yeah, it was a love story, but it was so sad and it was so good.
But I don't.
The actors were really good.
They were.
They were good at conveying their emotions.
They were, but I don't.
I love Brokeback Mountain.
But I don't understand why it was such a rave back in the day.
I mean, I'm not gonna do any spoilers. It's sad, but
it's an old movie. I mean, come on. There's stuff that you saw.
Hey, I don't like anybody to spoil anything, no matter how old it is.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. Well, one, you said it was sad, but I'm not gonna spoil.
Spoiling. I didn't say why it was sad. Like a dog could have died in the movie, and that would have been sad. So we don't know why I'm sad.
A sheep died in the movie.
Spoiler. But it was a really good movie.
Die?
And
Oh,
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 oh.
oh.
Um,
The death of that sheep. Oh, you guys are going to be
but
shocked.
I guess a lot of people uh, thought it was good only for the controversial content. I think.
And I think that's what turns me off about it is that
Oh, see, I didn't.
when people turn it into something like that, it irks me.
But the thing is, that I wouldn't even think it. I thought it was a really good movie. If the leads had been a female and male, I would have thought the same thing.
Yeah,
So I just thought the actors were really good, and it just made me feel
yeah,
good and sad at the same
right.
time. So
So I mean,
Brokeback Mountain.
it wasn't a bad movie.
But I have to say, those parodies ruined it for me because every time I heard "Nar, nar, nar, nar," I can think about all the Brokeback Mountain parodies, and all I could do it ruined it.
I can't quit you, or I won't quit you, or
Oh,
whatever,
I wish I could quit you. No, I wish I knew how to quit you. I think is what he
or
said.
whatever it is.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so Brokeback Mountain, and then
Because when that came up, I got to yell, "There it is, babe!
there's the famous line.
There's a famous line."
All right.
And then, so the other movie or the documentary we saw was Mansome. Are we doing Mansome now?
Yeah, we can do
Okay.
Mansome.
Mansome was about manscaping, which it talked about follow this guy with his long ass beard, and it was just about facial hair, men grooming,
Metrosexuals.
metrosexual, blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
it was interesting,
It was interesting.
but I hate Adam Carolla. I
Do
hate
you?
Adam. Oh my gosh, his views make me want to punch him in the face.
Adam Carolla, to me, is a persona, and that persona is for him to have those crazy ass views to get people pissed off.
Well, if he was trying to piss me off, he did a good job because he pisses
Well,
me off.
Renee, you get really pissed off about anyone that's being misogynist.
Well, of course I do. You shouldn't be misogynist.
Well, some people just do it for the freaking just to do it
But anyway, so
to troll, I guess.
what do you think about male grooming? Like, can you see yourself in the mirror with facial creams and making sure your eyebrows are perfectly arched?
No, not really. I mean, I have had my eyebrows threaded. I have had that. I've also had my face threaded as well when I was in Nebraska.
That once.
Once.
So
I
that
had it
doesn't really
done
count.
once, but I will say don't tell me it doesn't count. It does count.
I mean, it doesn't
I
count
don't get it.
as metrosexual type.
No, it doesn't. I'm not
You only
saying
did it once.
I'm not saying I'm metrosexual because I had it done sexical because I had it done because I had it done once.
Okay,
I'm just saying I had it done.
All right.
But I will say for you ladies and men that have been threaded and get threaded regularly, I applaud you because the first time I had it done, I cried when he was working on my stuff. So, and I will say it lasted
Chicken.
for a long time. What? You
No,
won't
no,
even get it
no,
done.
I'm kidding. I do not want to get it done.
I know you won't because
won't.
we'll go to the mall tomorrow and I'll be like, she wants to get her eyebrows threaded. So don't mess with me. I almost hit a bad word.
Yeah, my parents listen to this, and your kids do too. So let's
Right.
not do that.
So it's painful, but it lasts for a long time. So I've had that done. I've recently started taking care of my feet better because I had the crack heels and stuff like that, and they were dry. I wasn't keeping them moisturized and stuff like that. I mean, there's some simple stuff that I do, but taking care of my feet, everybody should do that regardless because that's your foundation for your body when you're walking and stuff like that. And I actually had feet problems because of my weight at one time. I've had a pedicure before. I've had a manicure before. I've had a full body massage in China, which only cost me like $10 because back in 2002, I mean, that's when the U.S. dollar was worth a lot in China. So it cost me $10, which was like 88 yuan or something like that, back in China. So I've experienced it before. Hell, I want to go back and get a pedicure now that my heels are under control with you, and I had an ingrown toenail back when I lived in Greensboro back in like pre-2000. I had an ingrown toenail that kept reoccurring, and I finally had it cut out. But the podiatrist cut it so that toenail would never grow back again. So
Yeah, so it looks kind of
so it
funky.
looks kind of funky. So I'm a little self-conscious about my big toe on my right foot. But
Yeah, he always kept
so
on socks when he met me. No,
so
that's not true.
so if
But
you all see me at Nerdtacular and if I'm wearing sandals, if I see you looking down at my feet, I know you listen to the podcast and I know you're trying to see my big toe and stop it because you may. So yeah. And so what did you think about Mansome?
I thought it was good, and I don't have a problem with men wanting to look good. It's good to want to look good for themselves, to not want to look good to attract somebody of the opposite sex, but that's why people try to look good too.
Right.
It's human nature to try to, try to
Right.
attract someone.
Right.
But I don't have a problem. I just think uh, people shouldn't let it rule them.
Right.
They shouldn't make it to where their lives are being impacted negatively by, grooming.
Right.
But I do not like full beards. Sorry for those who have full beards. It's not my thing.
Right.
I do like facial hair. That is my thing.
You do
It's
you
pretty
do like
good.
facial hair?
I do. Hi, Malinor. Malinor's here. The
Oh wow.
cranky Canadian that's selfish and won't give anybody his poutine, according to Jay. That's what Jay said.
You gotta go
Anyway,
back and listen to
so
that.
yeah, so Mansome was nice. I learned a lot of things
Right.
about men, so it was good.
Right. So I mean, here's my thing. But I don't. So what are your feelings about men that could possibly spend more time in the bathroom than yourself?
That would annoy the crap out of me because I'm not a spend time in the bathroom kind of person.
Right.
My spending time in the bathroom, putting on makeup, it's 5 minutes and I'm done.
Right.
Like and like my sisters take an hour. I'm in and out. I don't have time for that. So if someone's taking longer than me, I'm like, look, I don't have time for you. You need to hurry it up
Right.
because I'm impatient. So
All right. And then the next movie we watched, documentary that was on our list from our backtrack was Lord Save Us from Your Followers. This was a movie that I added after we watched What's the Meaning of Life, one of those documentaries that was from the non-Christian side, which was from it wasn't atheist side, was it?
what?
That first one, that first documentary we watched.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. So it's from an atheist point
It
of
was an
view
atheist point of view. This is from a
about the meaning
Christian.
of life or whatever.
The meaning of that one. I thought you meant the other one that we watched.
No.
Okay, yes, that one was from a more of an agnostic.
Yeah, more of an
view.
agnostic. And then this one I added because it was more. I forgot that it was the guy that did it was actually a Christian.
Right.
And basically what he's doing, he's calling out the Christian community about that they need to be more like Jesus.
Right.
That they need to be more loving of their neighbor and less judgmental of those that the outspoken, extreme right wing,
Right.
homophobic.
And some of the views came from a Christian, so I could see where he was coming from with the views, but I didn't
Right.
agree with some of the stuff he said.
Right.
But I could see where he was coming from. But the base message was good.
Right.
Like, if you're Christian, you should go out to be nice to people because that's what Jesus would want.
Right.
And that's what basically it boiled down to.
Right. And so he just really was calling out to the Christians, and he was talking about how like Bono, is an exemplary person and everything else.
They do charities.
doing charity and not just going out blazing people about
Like, you're wrong.
you're
going to
wrong,
hell.
you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're
Right,
wrong.
right, right.
Instead of doing that, you're supposed to showing the love of Christ. I mean, when I was going to church and I was heavy and working at the church and everything else, that was the kind of person that I always tried to be. I wanted to be friends with people that weren't Christians because I just wanted to. I mean, because frankly, the people I knew as Christians were boring. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I wanted to be friends with Christians, with people that were outside of that, because sometimes they could wall themselves off from everyone else and
Right.
just be so inclusive to one another.
Right.
And now that, I'm not involved in church or anything else like that, and, I just feel like that, I guess I'm more agnostic, I guess.
And plus, you don't like labels. You hate
I
labels.
hate labels.
So
I hate labels.
so I understand why you don't like to be categorized, but I categorize myself because I think that's what I am.
Right.
So
I hate I hate the labels of the labels that I guess people care about.
Yeah, and
I
you
mean, I
don't,
don't mind being a geek. I don't mind being a nerd. I don't mind being a gamer.
but it's the controversial ones
It's the
that you don't want
controversial
to.
ones. It's like, don't
Well,
pigeonhole me for
well,
one.
black, you're black. Pigeonholed. I just pigeonholed you.
Damn
Boom.
right I'm black, and it's okay. I mean, but I
That
don't.
that pigeonhole is
If
different.
you look at me, yeah, I'm black. But if you talk to me every now and then, and if you go through my iTunes,
You wouldn't know you're black.
you wouldn't,
You wouldn't know what you were from your iTunes.
right? Because I mean, I have,
Classical Indian music, Afro
you know,
Celt music.
hell, I started getting metal in there a little
Of
bit. Not
course.
none of that death metal crap, man. I can't do that. It's hard. One, because I can't understand what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
And the music is really annoying to me.
Right, right. I
So
mean, so I'm
those
not,
combined.
I can't do that. I
Yeah.
mean, I've even started listening to country more lately. I don't
Yeah,
know
I like some country.
if it's my old age or not
Yeah.
my young age
Yes,
or
if
whatever.
you're young.
It's my young age. That's right.
No,
Renee heard it.
old age.
Renee said it.
Old age. So, yeah, so we watched that, and it was interesting because I like to learn new things. So,
Right.
I'm going to roll for the movie for next week that we're going to watch, Jeff, because I watch movies this
Oh
week. Check
yeah.
that. All right, so give it up and ready.
Uh,
Oh,
I
oh,
have it here, but
oh,
Instant Q.
oh my gosh. You have one job
I
in
had
this segment.
Netflix up.
One job in this segment.
I was looking
You
at.
don't have to do any math. You don't have to think. You just
I was
push
looking.
instant
I
Q.
was. I was too busy checking out Heath Ledger on Brokeback Mountain cover.
All right. Okay. Okay. That is make it 134.
134 is going to be Man on Wire.
Oh, I keep trying to see this, so maybe this will prompt me to see
Oh,
this.
this documentary is so boring.
Have you seen it already?
I can't remember.
Was it? Whoa. You say it's boring, but you can't remember.
Yeah.
How many stars has it been given?
I know Scott talked about it a whole lot, didn't he?
I mean, if Scott liked it, of course it's good.
I
'Cause
mean,
everything Scott likes.
I mean,
is
come on,
perfect.
it's a documentary, and everybody that has streaming
Mm-hmm.
Netflix loves documentaries, so it has
Yeah,
three
I
and a
like
half stars.
documentaries
They said that we will more than likely. What did Netflix say?
with 4 stars.
Netflix says our best guess for us is going to be 3.4 stars.
Hmm.
So the average is 3.6 stars. So we'll see. We'll see how great. The Man on
Wire
Wire.
Man.
Yeah, the Wire Man. Yeah, it's about the guy he walks across a high wire between New York's
Oh,
Twin
how much
Towers.
documentary can you do about that?
Oh, so it was the Oscar winner for best documentary.
Oh, see, it could be
Yep.
great. It could be
So,
great.
but it was filmed in 1974. Oh no, 2008.
Okay, see.
But it's from 1974. So,
Anyway, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
yep. All right. So, along with all the movies we watched and everything else, with it being a rainy weekend, it rained from like Friday morning until Sunday morning, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And then it
It never
stopped
stopped.
for a few hours, and then it started raining again Sunday evening.
Mm-hmm.
We did some wowing,
Of course we did.
which was great. It was
Yeah,
fun.
I mean, I like talking about WoW because I
Yep.
play it. That's the game I play all the time, and I'm still having a blast. I'm doing my battle pets. It's going along great. Chugga, chugga, chugga. And we're doing our dailies. I'm still looking for a raid team, which is really bumming me out. But I'm going to find one.
So, so, being a couple makes finding a raid team interesting.
Because people hate having couples on their raid team. They just hate it.
People assume that most couples, that they bring drama and then they also bring liability, which if
I can understand
if
where
my
they're coming
internet
from.
if my internet does go out, if it does go out, which it hasn't in the past 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe once when we were raiding with Not in the Face.
Once. Yeah, once.
It hasn't happened because we both work in tech.
Mm-hmm.
We work at home, and we have to have good, stable internet at our house.
And drama, please.
And drama, I don't have time for that. I mean,
I ain't got no time for that.
I ain't got no time for no drama. So
So trying to convince people that we would be a good asset to a raid team, we gotta talk ourselves up. I hate having to do that.
and but
We had to
sometimes it's not worth talking up.
no, no.
You
I'm like,
know,
look, fine.
I mean, because I know that there's a raid team out there
that's good for us.
that's good for us.
Because I mean, they were hesitant to take us on to Not in the Face, but we didn't know until after they had taken us on.
Right,
And
right.
we'd been with them a while, but they were hesitant about us, but they didn't question us, which is
Right,
awesome.
right.
So
And so, I mean, here's my thing. I mean, if we end up just doing LFR for mop, you know, and we grew up that way, I know Renee, that makes you sad.
yeah, it'll make me sad if that
at
happens.
some point.
I'll be sad.
But we can't say we saw the content, and we got to see the content together.
Yeah.
You know,
So
and I think Renee, she's longing and she misses the days, which I miss those days of Not in the Face raid.
I tend to be very nostalgic. Like I want to
Yeah.
go back to the time
And
when
what
I loved
I'm-
something.
What I'm afraid will happen, we get on the raid team, and it's nothing like Not in the Face. I mean, Not in the Face was a special group.
That was
I mean, because
teary eyed. I
because
loved that group.
that
It was
group,
great.
I honestly believe that was the most cultural diverse group in that was a raid team in AIE.
Yeah.
Because we had a Dominican, we had some Hispanics, we had some Asians, we had some black people, we had, I mean it was like the United freaking Nations
Yeah. And
in this raid group.
and I never laughed as hard in WoW as I did with that raid group.
And yes, we had Canadians also.
Yes, there were like 3 Canadians.
And the people thinking that we were liable.
And there was a Brazilian.
But here's the thing: people thinking that we were unreliable as a couple. The Canadians freaking playing hockey about 9 months out of the freaking year. Elliot never could make it to a raid because he's like,
Hockey.
oh, I got hockey. I got hockey.
Is that how Canadians
I got
talk?
hockey. I got to play hockey. I can't be there. I got Boxing Day. You know, it's like, really? Oh, it's summertime. I have a family vacation every week.
Yeah, because
so
they're
I
always
can't be there.
They're always off freaking work
I'm a boot
all
to
the
go
time.
play hockey, you know.
So, and I know that no raid team is ever going to be like Not in the Face. I know this in my
I'm
mind.
hoping you realize
I want
that.
it to be, but I know it's not going to be.
It is
but,
not.
Okay.
It is
So,
not going to be.
Yes, I am using this podcast as a platform to find a raid group because I would love to raid again. I need a group that's competent, knows what they're doing, and and is fun. So there you go, and it's not
Because
buttholes.
I don't think you're going to find a group that's going to allow you to talk about one guy's mama all the time.
It won't, and that's fine.
And we have a
That's
have a
fine.
theme song before we play the raid.
I know.
I'm doing your mom. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
never find another group like Not in the Face, and I realize that. I do. I promise you. I realize that.
Okay.
I got it.
I'm
But
afraid.
I just want to find a group that I like. And that
because
knows
I'm
what they're doing.
afraid that you're going to get your hopes up. And
I'm not.
And one thing, we're lazy also. Renee and I are not going to lead the raid team because we did lead a raid team when we first got
Oh,
in
that was
AIE.
a horrible experience.
And
I'll never lead
I would
another raid
say-
team again.
We did well. You know, we made it halfway through Old War, which was the hardest raid. But every week we had to fill in for a healer or a
God,
DPS.
it was never consistent.
And then we had people that would show up ungemmed,
So-
enchanted.
So we would never make progress, and the group just fell apart because
You
we weren't
know-
making any. We were fighting the same bosses every week, and who wants that?
Right,
Who wants
right. So,
So that's my WoW thing. I'm looking for a raid group, but I'm still enjoying doing dailies because I'm that kind of person.
and
I'm
when
loving
Renee
pet
says
battles.
I, she means we.
You
And-
aren't as enthusiastic.
Okay, Renee,
Yes.
who has been reaching out to raid leaders?
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about raiding. I was talking about dailies.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, you said, I'm not enthusiastic about what?
About dailies.
Oh, I don't mind doing the dailies. I just like joking you about being a slave driver. I thought you said I wasn't enthusiastic about raiding.
No, I know you are.
I'm like, I'm out.
You have been doing things. You've
I
been
am
doing
out
things.
sending DMs. I'm out sending
You're out-
private messages.
You're out like there with the sandwich board, walking back and forth in front of the store. That's
no,
how
I'm
much
not
you're
flipping the
enthusiastic.
sandwich board. I'm like, here's our portfolio. We're ready. You know,
Right.
we're geared up and ready to go for anybody that
Right. So,
that's competent and
wow,
cool.
this is the most time we talked about WoW in a long time.
Yeah, and so while we also watched this week, we watched a lot of our television shows. We're still loving New Girl.
Mindy
The
Project.
Mindy Project is freaking
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh, it is so. I never thought it would be this funny.
Right,
I don't think of her as on The Office anymore.
right,
Like I think of her as on the Mindy Project.
right,
Like this show exceeded my expectations.
right,
And Ben and Kate and Almost Normal, their Tuesday lineup is awesome.
right,
Love their Tuesday lineup. It's
right.
ABC, I think.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
them.
And so
So,
yeah,
so yeah, we've been watching those, and we actually kicked off Last Resort.
we watched one episode of Last Resort,
Yep.
and then we never went back to it. So we're like, hey, okay, we're
So,
done.
so it bit the dust. We watched a few more Arrows, and we also watched a
Mob.
few more of Mob Doctor.
I mean, and those are good enough to keep. So.
Right. So, and then also this week, I actually played some other games besides WoW, and I'm in episode 2 of The Walking Dead from the Telltale game, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. I like the story. I know it's not, quote, some people would think a game, but I'm enjoying the content, I guess I can say. And then speaking of gaming, on the other podcast that I'm on with Grumpy Old Men, that's part of the Gaming After Dark network. We're doing the Gaddies, the annual Gaddies, which is our gaming award show. It's going to be on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Look for a live tweet from me. It'll be the host from Grumpy Old Men After Dark, Gaming After Dark, and Tyria After Dark, and we'll be talking about games, our awards, and everything else. And I'm going to have to fight some people when I say that Guild Wars 2 is not Game of the Year, in my opinion.
Oh, they're gonna duke it out.
And
Oh,
and fair
they're
enough,
gonna
I'm
duke it
not going
out.
to come out and say WoW is Game of the Year or Mr. Pandera's Game of the Year, but they need to. I never been so closed-minded in WoW where everything was just WoW.
Right.
Even though if that was the only thing I played, I knew there was other stuff out there outside of WoW. So it's going to be a throwdown on Wednesday with Cowboy and Nick Super
So that's Go Mad,
on
right?
Wednesday. Well,
The Gaddies
the
are
Gaddy,
Wednesday.
the Gaddy's going to be Wednesday.
I thought you said it was Friday. Oh,
Well,
so,
they changed it
so it's
because
Wednesday.
that's the only, somebody
They-
has to be at church for
They're gonna
12
talk
hours.
about 3 hours
I know.
about this.
I know.
But,
I know.
but that's okay because I got pet battles.
Renee's going to be doing her pit battle. She's like,
I'm
"No,
excited
Jay.
about the Gaddies
No.
because I get to do my
No
pet
Jay,
battles.
no Jay. I get to do the pet battle, so yeah. I'm gonna get all of my pets. What? Pokemon. All right, let's jump into a bit of food.
Food.
The fridge is not prepared.
I am the Salsa Master.
Yeah, I should get him an apron that says Salsa Master. So how did you become the Salsa Master, Jay?
Because of my laziness.
See,
So
it does pay off to be lazy.
it does pay off to be lazy.
So.
So again, it was raining all weekend, and Renee has stocked our refrigerator with nothing but burritos from Costco.
That is not true. We do not have a refrigerator full of boxes of burritos. We only have 2 boxes of burritos.
But so I ended up having a burrito on Saturday, and I wanted salsa, and we have been out of salsa, and I did not want to go to Kroger to get salsa because I was like, you know what? It's raining outside. It's cold. I just don't feel like going out. So I was like, okay, wait a minute. We had a tomato in our CSA box. We have some tomato sauce that we had left over.
It was Costco, so you know there's a lot of tomato sauce.
And we had like all these seasoning stuff. I was like, so I got on my phone and I Googled, can I make salsa out of tomato sauce? And people were like, well, you're just making paste. This is what a lot of people said. But then I finally found a recipe that it was actually pretty easy. I mean, I just chopped up our tomatoes. You found some chiles in the cupboard. I put some of those in there. I put in chili powder, cayenne pepper, cilantro, dried cilantro, because we didn't have fresh cilantro, garlic powder, garlic pepper, garlic salt, and some other
Yeah.
herbs
Yeah. Yeah.
and spices, especially spices. And I made
Yep.
this chili.
And we didn't have any onion, so that there's no onion.
Right.
First.
So I mixed everything up before I put tomato sauce in, and I tasted it. And I was like, oh, wow, this is spicy. So I put in some tomato sauce because I found out that you can cut some of the heat with the tomato sauce, and I mixed it up and everything. And it turned out great.
It was great. Oh, it was so good. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I was so excited. So Jay
So the next day,
said he's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And do what?
and I made a batch of salsa yesterday. So we went to the grocery store. I got some onions, some more tomato, and some other things I needed to make it. And I made the salsa again.
We even wrote everything down.
And this time, Renee, she was great, and she wrote it down for me as I was going through
oh my gosh,
it.
guys,
So,
this salsa's so good.
so we'll be sharing our little recipe.
Yeah, I got to put up on the...
I think what I'm going to do, because I'm going to have to make another batch probably like Wednesday. I'm probably going to follow a recipe like that and then see how it turns out and everything. And then, and you can make it as spicy, as mild as you want. And I'm excited and it tastes great. So, hey, I can't, I couldn't hate on it.
And Jeff joined the chat room.
He did.
So Jeff, make sure you go back to the beginning of the media section. After you, like when it's finally up, I want you to hear something. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Right.
But yeah, you're going to like what you hear. So
Jeff, that was probably my fault. I think I should have I don't think I retweeted myself.
I retweeted you.
Oh, okay. Well, Jeff's from Canada. You know how they are. They don't listen to women.
They don't like women, black people, sunshine.
And they don't share poutine.
Oh, so we have 2 Canadians in the room.
I know. Canadian power up in here.
You people.
Yeah,
up
maple
in Canada.
Maple Leaf power. Air power.
Twin maple leaves.
Air power. Oh, anyway, so yeah, I made the salsa.
So yeah, Jay's salsa man.
Yeah, I'm the salsa man. And then so last night, I was watching some of our extra channels from when we got the brown coat special.
You're trying to make your extra money worth it.
But it's actually pretty good. You have to admit. We're watching DIY channel, and we actually watched Cooking Channel yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
And on the Cooking Channel, it was, I can't remember the name of the show, but they were talking about just like food and everything else, like holiday food. And for some reason, they start talking about, did you know that there's 32 yards of noodles in one can of Campbell's soup?
Now that's crazy.
I still think that's a lie, for one. I think there's a lot.
What? No. If you laid it out, that would be 30. There's a lot of noodles in there.
But what size can? Is it like the regular small can?
No, the regular can.
They said it's...
Okay, we're going to try it.
Not 32 yards, 32 feet. Sorry.
32 feet.
32
Sorry.
feet.
Yeah. Okay,
So
it's not yards.
So
Whew,
that's
that'd be
10.
horrible.
So that's 10 yards, 10 yards, 2 feet.
I don't know, something like that. Now do you agree?
No.
Okay,
I do not agree.
we're going to try that when it's
10
warm.
yards will be hanging it from our ceiling in the living room down to the floor.
Yes. Fine. Fine. When it gets warm in the spring, we're going to do this.
I want Mythbusters to do it.
How are they going to do something that can easily be busted by a child? You know? They're not going to do...
Oh, my God. This sounds like we had a meeting today. And one of my team members was like, well, my boss was asking for a day that they can decommission a server, right? And he was like, well, what kind of date you want? I can give you any kind of date. I can just turn the server off any day. And Steve said, my son Jake come in here and just turn any server off. But you're here to make sure it doesn't cause any issues.
That's funny.
So yeah. So I don't believe there's 30. We're going to have to do that. Okay.
In the spring.
I
will set a reminder for ourselves.
Okay.
At the end of April. That's probably good.
All right. End of April, we're going to take the noodles out of it's Campbell's soup chicken noodle
and measure it.
And measure to see if it's 32 feet of noodle.
Do that right now.
Okay.
We're gonna do that. All right.
And one of the things we found out was that for some odd reason that I have yet to find out, Louisville, Kentucky consumes the most Campbell's chicken noodle soup in the world.
In the world. The city that we're in loves chicken noodle soup, apparently.
For some reason, that was on the documentary. And I
Louisville.
have no reason why the hell Louisville eats so much damn chicken noodle soup.
I don't know. I mean, whenever I was sick, no. Actually, I ate a lot of it when I was a kid. It was chicken noodle, and it was vegetable beef, and it was tomato.
I ate a lot of chicken noodle soup, too. But how in the hell...
Because people love chicken noodle soup.
Now, I know your Uncle Elwin, I know your Uncle Elwin go through a case of chicken noodle soup in a week.
Yeah.
And your sister admitted to having at least one can.
Now, I don't have chicken noodle soup.
That's because
anymore.
we eat healthy choice chicken noodle.
No, I kind of got disillusioned with the chicken noodle soup, the Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I like big piece of chicken.
You like the big piece of chicken,
and with different vegetables except celery. Yeah, it's good.
So I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know why. I don't know why we eat so much chicken noodle soup.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Apparently we do. So anyway, I'm Salsa Man, chicken noodle soup. Weight loss update. This is week 23 of our weight loss.
No, keep going.
What was that?
I forgot to do the Frogpants, people.
Oh, it's still total today. I mean, it's still in the day. It's still Monday.
I know.
You can do it after the show.
Yeah, I'll do it after the show. All right.
So
where we at?
Renee has failed and didn't do the Frogpants total. Oh, but I said that was okay. So I'm not going to bring it back up. So this past week, I lost 1 pound for a total of 64.8 pounds. And Renee, you lost?
I lost 2.2 pounds this week.
And that's a total of?
62.2 pounds.
And so our weekly total loss was 3.2, and our grand total for 23 weeks has been 127 pounds. High five. Yeah.
Our desks are a little too far apart for a good one, but hey.
And I found out today, I went to Sandy today at work, and I said, Sandy, Renee and I have officially lost to Sandy. And she narrowed her eyes at me and said, no, you didn't. I said, yes, we did. We lost 127 pounds. She was like, damn you. Because I got on the scale today, and I weighed 126.8.
That's awesome. Look at you guessing her weight.
Wow.
Oh, you already knew her weight.
No, I didn't know her weight.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know her weight. I told her we lost to Sandy. We lost 100. And she got pissed off with me.
That's funny.
So, yeah. So, Renee's going to tweet. So, just watch the Twitter on the Frogpants group. But I know it's going to be outstanding because we have more people joining. We have a lot of people that are out there. And a special shout out to our new members. You know, we have Glenn that just joined. Malinor just joined. We had Paul Fox join us as well from the podcast, East Coast, West Coast podcast. And just want to welcome them. And also a special shout out to Mr. Mike Andrews. Mike
Andrews has been stepping up and is a leader in the Lose It group, which is awesome. He keeps everybody motivated. He comments a lot. And so I really love to see people getting involved.
Yeah, I'm really glad about that because I know I've been busy at work a lot. And I've had to cut back a little bit with some of not my involvement, but I would comment a lot during the day.
Right.
But lately, we've been so busy at work, holidays, and everything else, I haven't been able to.
Right.
And I'm thankful for you, Renee, also to carrying that.
I mean, I really try to encourage people and comment on posts and stuff like that.
And everyone else, I mean, everyone in the Frogpants crew is great, and very supportive, and it just makes it awesome to be with such great feet. People.
You say feet?
That have feet.
Odds and ends.
All right, we're going to talk about a little bit some birthdays and whatnot.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
So on Wednesday, we have a great friend, Gretchen. Her birthday is Wednesday.
Happy birthday, Gretchen.
Happy birthday. On Thursday,
Daniel Reed is Thursday.
Zixa.
Thank you, because you know what? I don't know people by their real name sometimes. So I count on you to tell me.
Yes, that's Zixa.
Yep. I know it's Zixa.
Yeah, man. He
makes good pictures.
He is house party music extraordinaire. Not this. This is the real soul party house music that reminds you of like soul to soul, back to life. And I know he's gonna kill me for comparing to that, but that's the closest thing I can get to it right now. And it's just very, very great. So happy birthday to you. I wish that we were there to celebrate with you because we know you want to have a party.
He's always partying. He's a social creature.
Right.
And it is my my best friend when I was young. Janessa's birthday is on Friday.
Yep.
We used to cut across through the yards to go to her and her sister Bethany's house. And we used to play all the time. So happy birthday, Janessa.
Yep. And then also my son's birthday is coming up on Sunday.
That's true.
Happy birthday, Daniel.
Happy birthday, Daniel.
That's going to be, he is entering the teenage years.
That's crazy.
And
a 13-year-old son.
Yeah.
13. That is so crazy.
Yep.
Hey, y'all, Jay has a 13-year-old son, and he has a 15-year-old daughter.
He's about to turn 16.
How crazy is that? Craziness.
Yep. And if you follow Scott Johnson, he sent out a tweet last night. He put a link out there. He's just trying to get a quick head count for Nerdtector 2013. If you hear the sound of my voice and you follow him and you have not went out there and saw it, just go out to his Twitter account, click on the link, and just click the box to say if you're going to show up or not, and then hit submit. So just try and get some final numbers and stuff like that. And it doesn't lock you in. You're not signing your life over. So Renee.
Yes.
How can people
contact us, damn it?
If you want to contact us, damn it, you can reach us by email at thevalentinecast@gmail.com, which I was going to check at work, but I forgot, so I hope no one sent us an email.
No one sent us an email.
Okay, good. You can also see our blog at ValentineCast.com and the Twitter feed where we tweet our show times and when the show is up and all that is ValentineCast.
You can also call us. You can call us at 415-75-VCAST. That's 415-758-2278. If you want to watch this video live, you can watch it at youtube.com/ValentineCast. My Twitter feed is The Cowboy. That's TheCaoboi. Renee's Twitter feed is The Ice Flow. TheIceflow. Our intro and outro music is provided by Pretty Lights Music at prettylightsmusic.com. Go check them out. They have free albums out there. The music is great. If you need something to bob your head to, wind the windows down in the middle of winter and just blast it and you just feel good, go out and check them out. Play what you want. That's prettylightsmusic.com. You all have a great week.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Thank you, chat room.
You sound drunk when you just said that.
Chat room, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I mean,
bye.
Steph, Strumpet, Bronco, Hando, Malinor, Reltar, I see you just popped in, Greg, everybody else, Paul, thank you all. Love you guys. We'll see you all next week, and guess what? We are going to have a guest next week.
So be sure you come next week.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're going to have a royal guest.
Yes.
Next week. So make sure you're here.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
Bye. Boobs.
Did you say boobs? Oh, man.
Scott has 103-degree fever. That's really sad.
Boobs.
So Jeff said that his stepdaughter was 10, came up to him crying, and she didn't know why. And Jeff said, go talk to your mom about that.
I would have...
That is so... No, you didn't even try to comfort. No comfort the poor... Oh. See, Jeff is too much of a man.
No.
He doesn't know what feelings are because he's so much of a man.
No.
So he doesn't...
No. One... Yeah, I mean, how's he going to comfort? She doesn't know what's wrong.
It's
you know
okay.
what I'm saying?
I mean, you don't have to know what's wrong to comfort someone.
But she may not have wanted to be hugged.
So why did she come and tell him?
Maybe she was
That's girl stuff.
confused.
See, no, he even said that's girl stuff. So no, you cannot say it's because he didn't. No, that's girl stuff. There you go.
So you didn't try to hug a Jeff or anything like that, man. You try to say, what's going on? I mean,
Oh, you found her crying after she came to you crying. Okay, well that's different. All
oh,
right. Oh,
he
okay.
asked why. She
Okay,
said,
that's different. All right, a little bit. All right, it's cool. All right,
yep.
so we're gonna have this show up in record time because we are the bomb like that.
We the bomb. We the bombs.
Thank you all for coming. I love when we get to interact with people.
Yep.
It makes the show even that much more fun.
It does. Ho-
Aw, you gave her a hug. Of course you gave her a hug.
Okay.
'Cause Jeff's a little teddy bear under that rock hard man persona. Boops. did you cut that out?
no, I should.
Oh, you should. That'd be funny. Boops. Boops.
Did you say boobs?
You should cut that out and keep it. That's so funny. Boops. Oh, man. That's going to make me laugh every time.
Boobs.
So if you all... No, I was about to say something, but Jeff wouldn't appreciate it.
What?
I was about to...
Did you say boobs?
I was going to say if people see Jeff and they're tacular to do something to him, but he wouldn't like that because he doesn't like strangers doing that. So, never mind.
Oh, man. I know, Jeff. That was pretty quick. I mean, look at that.
Boops.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Jeff, that like thing that you hate that we... Yes. Oh, okay, so
he just told
you
everybody.
said it. So I'm going to say it. If you all see Jeff and they're tacular, I know it's just you all in here, but make sure you hug him because he loves hugs. He's the Canadian hugging machine. So make sure you go hug Jeff. He's the big hulking dude that rides a motorcycle. You can't miss him.
So Jeff, did you all record last week on Sci-Fi Talk? Sci-Fi Tech Talk?
I listened to Sci-Fi TikTok today.
Oh, did they record last week?
Yeah, they last week was Battlestar Galactica, and I listened to the week before that, which was time travel, which was cool. They talked about Doctor Who and Back to the Future and Groundhog Day, which is where I heard about Jeff. Jeff, for charity, watched Groundhog Day for 24 hours.
Oh, well, I'm gonna listen to it, but Hando, the name of the show is Sci-Fi Tech Talk. We talked about it, I think, last show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's sci-fi-techtalk.com, and it's him, Julie Cool, and a guy named Mark, I think.
Mark? Is it Mark?
Yeah,
Just
but they talk about, sci-fi and everything else. So, yeah, go check them out, man. They did a great episode on Firefly that, Jeff and I had to squash a little bit on it. Mike. Okay, I was going to say Mark or Mike, but... So it's Mike McPeak. But did they notice? Did they... you are wrong. Yes, I was wrong. But did they notice your sound? I'm just curious. Oh, I'm burping all in the mic. Ugh.
I think I could tell a difference.
Could you?
I think.
Did you have to say anything, or did they notice right off the bat? I like this whole delay thing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of freaky a little bit, but hey.
Oh man, so was that on the show? Was that on the recording?
Well.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
I bet Jeff was like, "Did you say I finally turned my mic on?"
I know, it's like I've been recording all this time with no mic.
Yeah, man, but like I finally turned my mic on. Oh, it's great.
That was hilarious
man.
when you were talking to him, and that was great. I loved it.
But I actually helped someone else out.
You did?
This past Saturday with their mic set up. They were talking in the back end of the mic also. Yeah, well, not also, but episode. But yeah, they were. It was funny because they were.
It's me.
Yeah, I know. they were recording a live show, and I was watching. And as I was watching, I saw the light of the mic facing the camera, and I was like, Caleb, dude, you're talking in the back of the mic, man. That's why you sound like you're talking from behind someone, you know. But yeah, um, actually, Hendo, there's a YouTube out there at if you go out to howitscasted.wordpress.com. If you go out here, and also, you know what, you can go there, or there's a video. And I had to apologize to Paul because I kept it was East Screen, West Screen. I kept saying East Coast, West Coast, but um, but that's ours. I meant to get the actual
Yeah,
YouTube video.
yeah. We talked about everything, and
Yep.
but I
But
mean,
here's
we
a
can
quick. That's a quick rundown
yeah,
on the
we can
YouTube.
talk about that
Yeah.
on next podcast maybe. Just
Yeah.
if there's any updates. There's a couple updates to that, but not many.
Mm,
Did you make one update?
I mean, we use XSplit, and now
Yeah.
we're using XSplit for the live
We
part.
changed our mic
We did change
positions.
we did change our mic position
So
because
we
we
did
were
that.
talking to the top of the mic.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm trying to think. I guess that's everything. On just to give you a heads up. You may have came in on the tail end of it, Jeff, but we're doing the Gaddies for the gaming thing. So I don't think there's gonna be a Go Mad show this week. But in place of that, we're doing a live recording of the Gaddies, where we talk about Game of the Year type stuff. It's the whole Gaming After Dark network, for that whole crew and stuff like that. I guess I should. I don't know if I should pump them up more or what. I don't know. That's what I do. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So, all right. Um, I sometimes, man, sometimes I thought about having a live, have people to give people the ability to call in live to the show, just for the hell of it. Oh, Renee's typing. Renee's typing. This is how it is when I talk to Renee.
Sorry, I can't. What? What?
Nothing.
Didn't even ask me a question, so what does it matter?
How do you know I didn't ask you a question? What did I say?
Did you ask me a question?
What did I say?
You said, "Uh-oh, Renee's typing."
Because I asked you a question before that.
You did.
You gotta go back on
Hey,
the show and watch.
did you tell Jeff when y'all recording?
6:30 on Wednesday. I'm not sure where the
Oh.
hell it's gonna be.
They're gonna
I don't know.
they're gonna be duking it out. It's crazy. They duke out when it comes to games. It's nuts.
Well, here's the thing: is okay. It's not just gonna be Rob, Jason, and I. Nick is gonna be there, as well as Caleb. Is gonna be there as well. So yeah, there's gonna be there'll probably a little throwdown on Game of the Year and stuff like that. And you know how the whole Nick and Cowboy thing goes. So yeah, and that's fine, man. I'm not sure which feed it's going to be on. I don't know if they're going to put it on the Gaming After Dark feed, if he's going to put it on both Go Mad, or put it on all the feeds. I don't know what he's going to do. I'll find out exactly where he's going to put the feed. Hell, I don't even know if we're using Google Hangout
Jay's just
or
along
what.
for the ride half
Dude,
the time.
no. You saw me tweeting. You saw me texting Madly over here yesterday, right?
Right. You were very involved.
That was part of what that was. So, yeah. All right. I guess I should stop the video if yeah.
Yeah. So thanks guys again.
When we have so many people, I just want to stay and talk to everybody.
I know, but we have dailies
See,
to do.
That's why we got a Nerdtacular, so we all can hang out and do cool stuff. Go get manicures and pedicures.
Yep,
Ain't
doing manicure, pedicures.
that right, Jeff?
Jeff is gonna get his toenails painted like Reggie.
Yep. I'm gonna get them painted. Right, nice. All right, that was my that was my conversion of the podcast.
So it's ready. Boom.
So let me see.
Almost ready.
Get info. Is this the MP3?
Painted black, sure. You can do painted black. I will compromise with you, Jeff.
What?
That's fine. I told him that he's going to get his nails painted, and he said nope. But then he said painted black, and I said okay. That's a good compromise.
He's going to paint his nails black?
That's what he said. It's in black and white, so you can't take it back, Jeff. I'm done with the post, by the way. Uh-oh, Jay's lost the show.
Oh, okay, there it is.
See that freaks me out. I think you're gonna lose the show. No extra stuff.
No extra stuff.
You should wear a pink shirt. Pink shirt.
I like
flowers
that
on it.
shirt that says my shirt has my other shirt has a skull on it. I like that.
Is that a good idea, Jay?
What?
About the shirt with the skull?
Yeah. I thought you had a T-shirt that said that,
He
Jeff.
doesn't have a T-shirt. He said, I think he has one about his motorcycle.
All right, Malinor. We'll see you later, man.
See, we're about to get off anyway.
What? No, I was telling Malinor bye.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, Nerd is not in Boston. It's in Utah.
It'll always be in Utah.
Because Scott doesn't want to leave the
Scott
motherland.
Yeah, Scott doesn't. He doesn't leave unless he really, really has to.
Doesn't bode well. All right. Let me re-tag this. Then I'm going to upload this.
And boom, you're done.
So 85, tag copy. 86, tag paste. All right. This 86. Name of it is Festive. Bam, bam, bam. Save. All right. I'm about to upload, so we're going to have to get out of here, folks. So thanks again for watching. It was an amazing show.
It was a great show today.
Thank you all for hanging out with us and everything. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all next week and talking to you next week. Again, remember, we have a special guest, and it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun.
You know, so get your accent ear filters ready, you know. So that's a little hint for you all. And, you know, it'll be good.
You're giving out hints. You're so nice. I wasn't giving any hints.
Well, we already said royalty.
Well, that's good enough. One hint.
Okay, so they got 2 hints. Well, Malinor's not here. He's probably still here.
Get you soft.
I am, but that's it. That's all you get. You're cut off. No more hints until next Monday. I know you're still here, Malinor. I looked over.
Until he's gonna give another hint. Because that's what Jay does. Jay's a little.
All right, we're getting out of here. Y'all ask too many questions. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.